So ladies and gentlemen, I was greeted this evening when I got home with this magnetic USB Type-C charging cable for my cell phone. I think this is probably one of the most useful, cost-effective tools that you can buy to keep your USB port on your cell phone from wearing out. This is mandatory. Not to mention that it is just phenomenal quality for the price. So this is the 3-foot version. Comes with 2 charging cables and 2 magnetic Type-C bits. I'm going to get you up close and personal that here in just a minute for $12.99 on Amazon.com. Link in the description below. So this video is for my fellow gig workers. In the gig economy, you're going to be working on your phone 8 hours a day, and you're going to want to charge your phone quite a bit. But plugging and unplugging eventually takes its toll on your USB port, whether you got a Lightning port or a Type-C port. Either way, they do make these for everything. I just got mine. I got my cable specifically for Type-C, but they make variations. I needed to find a solution and find a solution fast because I'd used my port so much on one phone that when you put the charging cable into the port, it would fall out by gravity alone. I knew I was wearing it out. You could stick a cord in it and wiggle it around, and there would be plenty of play. From that phone to now, I wanted something I could put in my phone permanently and connect and disconnect. And I had shopped around for several different magnetic chargers like this. And most of them that are made have a round bottom that don't allow for it to fit in your cell phone case. These are definitely oval, and they fit perfectly in my cell phone case. They last about 1 whole year. Where they're magnetic, you wouldn't believe how much lint and dirt is around you that is actually magnetic. Because you drop your cell phone, magnetic dust from the ground can get in the port. I will show you up close and personal. And if you're in a car and you drop the magnetic end in your floorboard, everything in your floorboard that's magnetic will gather up in that. So you got to keep that clean. And after about a year, I do recommend you dispose of what you have and replacing it with brand new, because it gets so cruddy you won't want to keep it and it loses proper connection and everything. I'll show you all really up close and personal here in just a minute. Let's go. Alright folks, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Kuulaa. Let's find out how to pronounce that. Kuulaa? Kuulaa. Okay. Kuulaa. The brand name is Kuulaa. I would have never knew that. Google is a very handy tool, folks. Let's open it up. Am I really going to have to get enough? Here, let's open these up. Let's see here. Yes. My table is now scarred. And we'll get to these here in just a second. Of course, it says Kuulaa on the tip. It has a K on the other tip. It is braided, looks very nice, feels quality. And there's the magnetic insert. Let me zoom on this and put some light on it. So once again we gotta get out the trusty knife. Try our best not to cut ourselves. God bless people. So magnetic, they stick together. All right. So the idea is I wanted to not have to plug anything or unplug anything from my phone. So you can't see it right now, but there's a a light right there. It turns green when it's making proper contact. Just like that. So that goes in your phone. You unplug and plug it as you need, as you see fit. Do not let either of these pieces hit the ground. Every piece of magnetic dust will get collected in them. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So first let me show you my phone. Just how cruddy that is in there. I mean, that's just, and even one of the pins are bent now that I've got it magnetized. Let's go a little bit closer. Ooh, my phone is filthy. I did not know that was that bad. Just for comparison. Just in case this looked clean to you, put the brand new one right beside it. This has hit the ground a few times, and I've actually had to take a safety pin and get in there and scrape out metallic rocks and stuff. But you learn as you go. You get really good at keeping this from going places that it can collect dust. But that is the reason. These things would last forever in theory. They absolutely would. But because they are magnetic, that is the downside to them. I do recommend you changing them out every year, even if they're still working. This one is not making proper connectivity anymore, and you have to turn it sideways. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. So here's the nastiness in this. Now, I could clean these out. I could, but it is a pain to get that out of there. Forgive my fingers, they're cracked. It's an absolute pain to get that crap out of there. And honestly, it's not worth it. It's not making proper connection anymore. So here's what it's doing right now. See that green light? Here lately, when I've been connecting it, that light will go off. That's completely connected flush, and for some reason it's not making proper connection, and you literally have to bend it a little bit. And I think it just shorted a circuit. It sure did. It made it shut off because it wasn't connection right. And there it goes again. It actually made my power bank shut off, auto shut off. So it's time for new, baby. It's time for new. I think the cord's messed up. I'm not 100%, but I'm not willing to take brand new magnets and find out if it's the cord or the bit. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit of both, but they're wore out so much. And it's just time for new, guys. And I mean to tell you, it's a pain. It's an absolute pain to get those out. Absolute pain. But once they're in, they're in. So out with the old, in with the new. So we're going to take the brand new one. It might be ideal to clean that. Just like take that off and clean it. Let's do that. So I got some all-purpose cleaner here. Let's get this. I did not know my cell phone was that filthy. Let's get this nasty off there. How's it look? It looks 10 times better than it did. Since we're putting all new in, it might as well make it fresh and clean, just like that. Don't be forceful with it, but it is tight. So I feel like I'm putting too much force. I want to back off and approach it differently. And you should feel it click really good one time. In this case, it clicked 2 times because the pins on both sides connected. Now I never have to take this out of my phone, and this port will never wear out. Everything's making proper connectivity, and it charges fast, like faster than I expected a magnetic cable to charge, but I dig it. But yeah, I use magnets a lot on my job. This is just a solution for me. I want to share with everyone else. For $12.99 you get 2. I usually put one on my computer and one in my car. So when I'm in my car, I don't have to plug and unplug. I can just take the magnetic charger and charge it when I need to charge it when I get home. I've got one of these in virtually every phone in my house. Hook in one of these into every device, such as a computer, laptop, etc. That allows me to connect and disconnect everything. Everything in my house takes a USB Type-C or anything that I use on a daily basis gets this treatment. $12.99, you can't beat it, guys. So what do you all think? Is it neat? Would this be useful to you in any way? Hey, yeah, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. It's one of my favorite gadgets for dirt cheap. Very affordable. If I can buy it, so can you. As always, the link is in the description below if you want to go get one for yourself. And for all the spec junkies out there, the transfer rate is, let's see if I can find it. The transfer rate is 480 megabyte per second. Damn good if you ask me. This little gadget changed my life. In a very small and subtle way, it changed my life. Made my life a lot more easier, and I can keep it on the go now without worrying about wearing out my USB-C port. And okay, for all the spec nerds out there, this handles 3 amp fast charging, 480 megabyte per second data transfer, 10,000 plus the curve, whatever that means, and LED lighting, referring to that green light. I'm wondering what that curve means. I'm assuming how many times you can plug and unplug it. Oh, 10,000 plus bending, I guess. Durable nylon braid, special strain relief design, can bear 10,000 plus bending test. I mean, it is high quality. Maximum output 3 amp charging speed is 65% faster than other similar cables. I've been using these cables for years, and I'm just now finding out new things about them. Once again, link in the description below. Y'all interested in reading up on this, buying your own, etc., etc. It weighs 1.97 ounces. That's a 4.2 star rating on Amazon. I'm definitely impressed. I highly recommend you look into it. Support the company. Seem to be really cool. I haven't bought a bad product from them yet. I've got several cords in my house with the Kuulaa name on them, and I've used them for an entire year before they go bad, so I can't recommend them enough. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. If you made it to this far in the video, I just want to thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate you sticking around. And until next time, peace.